Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching season 3 episode 6 of Supernatural. If you want access to my uncut reactions to Supernatural, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. So last episode the case was about some bedtime stories that were being reenacted in real life. We had Hansel and Gretel, the three little pigs. The main one was Snow White because the story was of a little girl who had been poisoned by her wicked stepmother. She drank bleach, which is so messed up, and then it turned out to be the little girl who was now a fully fledged teenager, I want to say. She was the Snow White and she was there reenacting these bedtime stories that her father had been reading her while she was in a coma because she was frustrated that no one would listen to her and she was still here but not really there, and her father was clinging on to her, so he had to let her go in order for all of this to stop so that she could find peace. But for the main meat of it all, there was a lot of conflict between Sam and Dean because Sam was still wanting to find a way out for Dean in this deal, understandably so, and Dean fully shouted at him saying, "Stop it, no, you're gonna die if you do, just leave this be, I'm the oldest brother so what I say goes, blah blah blah." As a younger sibling, that annoys me. Obviously Sam didn't listen. He summoned a crossroad demon, the crossroad demon that Dean met up with, tried to haggle a deal out of it, but she said contracts are binding, she's not in charge, there's someone higher up that really wants Dean's soul, she can't do anything to change the deal, and Sam killed her. Just nothing, no warning, just a moment of silence, and then bam, he shot her dead. I'm worried that could end up having some repercussions. Hopefully what she said is true and that it is binding, meaning that they can't shorten it once the deal's been made either, because you know, these demons like to make up their own rules, but I'd like to think they have some morals where they don't reduce the deals because they do something they don't like if they can't extend them. I wonder if he's going to tell Dean about this encounter. I wonder if anything bad is going to happen regarding Dean's deal because of what Sam did. I have been worried about that, but I'm very intrigued as to who the boss of the Crossroad Demons is, and my guess is that it's Lucifer, purely because that's a name of a bad person that's been mentioned, but who knows, it could be a different kettle of fish. A ship. Oh. Girl, what are you doing out running when there's a literal storm on the way? Oh, no! What? Woo! Oh my gosh! Oh. Well, that just looked like a normal human.
Hey, what you talking
There's a
about?
bullet missing from the cult.
Oh.
Tell me how that happened.
You're keeping track of the bullets? That's kind of smart.
Went after her, didn't you? The Crossroads demon, after I told you not to.
Yeah, well,
Secrets don't last that long.
I didn't.
What is that? Does that mean I'm out of my deal?
Don't you think I might have mentioned that little fact, Dean? You're my brother, Dean, and no matter what you do, I'm gonna try and save you. And I'm sure as hell not gonna apologize for it, alright?
Dean shakes his head like, no, but he was in the exact same situation.
Right, yes. Mrs. Case.
Please, Ms. Case.
Oh no. Oh no. Love interest for Sam.
You're working with Alex, aren't you?
Yep.
If
absolutely.
you say so.
That's Alex and us were like this.
Sheila mentioned something quite strange before she died. She said she saw a boat.
Boat?
You think it could be a ghost ship? Alex thinks it could be a ghost ship.
Ugh, she likes him. This is gonna be a bit of an uncomfortable one. The one time Dean's not jealous of someone hitting on Sam instead of him.
Look at you sticking up for your girlfriend, you cougar, huh? Bite me. Hey, not if she bites you first.
Every 37 years, like clockwork, reports of a vanishing
37.
three-mast clipper ship out in the bay. And every 37 years, a rash of
Such a
weirdo
rogue
dry land
number.
drowning. You gotta ID the boat.
That shouldn't be too hard. I mean, how many three-mast clipper ships have wrecked off the coast?
Over 150.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Yeah. Crap. Where's my car?
Has it been towed?
Did you feed the meter?
And where's my car? Somebody stole my car!
Hey, calm down, Dean.
I am calmed down. Somebody stole my car.
The anxiety.
Was that yours?
I didn't think she'd be back so soon.
You what? You're Alex. You're
Yes.
working with that old lady.
Oh wow.
Gert's a dear old friend.
How do you sleep at night?
On silk sheets, rolling naked in money.
Dean's happy picturing that one.
You shot me.
I barely grazed you.
You stole £42,000 as well. I'm still not over that. Oh my god.
Hello?
There was someone in your house. You're seriously gonna go hello? This is giving me dead in the water vibes. Woo! Oh!
If you could just tell me one more time about the ship your brother saw.
Ma'am, I think this man's been through quite enough. You should go.
But I just have a few more questions.
No, you don't.
My brother and I were night diving. I saw the ship too.
Oh. Oh no, that means he'll be next as well. Oh, this is gonna be such a game of cat and mouse between them.
He can't be saved in time, and you know it.
He's still a person and they have to try.
Yeah, well, see, we have souls, so we're gonna try. Hey, Bella, how'd you get like this, huh? What, did Daddy not give you enough hugs or something?
I don't know. Your daddy give you enough?
Oh, that's a good one.
You do this out of vengeance and obsession. You're a stone's throw from being a serial killer.
It's one way to
Whereas
look at
I,
it.
on the other hand, I get paid to do a job, and I do it.
You take advantage
You
of
tell me.
people.
You guys aren't cops. Not dressed like that. Not in that crappy car.
Whoa,
Wow.
Hey, no need to get nasty.
We are cops, okay?
Look, you guys just stay away from me.
You called their car crappy?
Get shotgun.
Ooh. Oh my god! Ew! They didn't get there in time. Just the thought of that, like, choking on water. Oh.
You can't save everybody, Sam. You gotta understand.
Just lately, I feel like I can't save anybody.
Oh, I feel for him.
How'd things go last night with Peter?
At least they tried.
That well. It's the Espirito Santo, a merchant sailing vessel. Quite a colourful history. The sailor was accused of treason. He was tried aboard ship in a kangaroo court and hanged. He was 37.
Which would explain the 37-year cycle.
The sailor's body was cremated, but not before they cut off his hand to make a hand of glory.
A hand of glory?
Ew.
I think I got one of those at the end of my Thai massage last week.
At least he's still getting some, I suppose.
None of this explains why the ghost is choosing these victims.
I'll tell you why. Who cares? Find the hand, burn it, and stop the bloody thing.
She's interesting because she's not, like, evil. But she's definitely not good. She doesn't care about how many people die, why this is happening. She just wants it to stop because it doesn't benefit her. She's only out for herself. And I mean, something must have made her this way. There must have been some problems in her life that's made her only dependent on herself and whatever, and have such little regard for others. It's quite interesting because she's a human who's involved in this world, but she doesn't have any empathy for the other humans that are being targeted from this. It's just an inconvenience for her, so she wants to get rid of it ASAP.
All right, get it out. I look ridiculous.
Not exactly the word I'd use.
You took her breath away,
What?
Dean.
You know, when this is over, we should really have angry sex.
I think he'd probably be down for that, to be honest.
Don't objectify me.
As if you don't objectify every woman you come across.
Try to behave as if you've lived this life before, yeah?
Ew, that is not the answer.
This'll get their tongues wagging.
Oh,
ain't it,
poor
Just
Sam.
remember, we're on business.
though? But sometimes business can be pleasure.
It's gonna be a rough night.
It's an uncrashable party without Gert's invitations, so...
We can crash anything, Dean.
Yeah, I know, but this is easier and it's a lot more entertaining.
There are limits to what I'll do, right?
Oh, he's playing hard to get. That's cute.
Stop, don't even go down that road.
To us.
I'm worried about what that old lady's plans are.
You got any bright ideas? I'm all ears.
Okay.
My wife has a severe shellfish allergy. There's no crab in that.
No, sir.
No? Oh, they're excellent, by the way.
What seems to be the trouble?
You think she's a pain in the ass now? Try living with her. Thank you very much.
Very surprising that that security guard is just letting them stay in a room up there.
Maybe next time give me a little heads up with your plan.
I didn't want you thinking. You're not very good at that.
Don't want to overload the 2 brain cells.
It's an unlocked glass case wired for alarm. I'm sure that won't be a problem.
I'm sure they're entertaining themselves.
Naughty. I guess we'll just have to entertain ourselves as well.
I don't want to give you the wrong idea.
Call me Gert.
Gert! I don't know why I find that name so funny.
You're just firm all over.
You are crossing so many lines.
Feeling better, I see?
Yes, much. Thank you. Could we have a few more minutes?
Oh my god. Oh no!
No, thanks for looking after my wife.
Oh, she's being looked after, all right.
I would so set up camp outside that door to hear what was going on if I thought she was cheating on him.
It might be more inconspicuous in my purse.
Nice try.
Don't trust you.
Just trying to be helpful.
Man, this is one long song.
I hope it never ends. Rumor is the boys did it.
Ah.
Nothing was ever proved, but people still whisper.
Okay,
He wants me.
Got it. Is
Wait.
Sue?
Never mind, just let me see it.
Bella's a good pickpocket. How?
I'm gonna kill her.
She's so good at that.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. I like that this seems to be the way her episodes go. She goes to double cross them in the case, but then she ends up being the one that's in danger, so she has to come crawling back to them, but then she always gets away with something in the end. Like, I'm sure she'll go back to Sam and Dean and they'll fix the case, whatever, and then she'll steal something else as her next goodbye.
I believe she got another one over on us.
You.
Yeah, you can't blame Sam for that one.
I sold it. I had a buy lined up as soon as I knew it existed. I saw the ship.
You what?
Does that mean something happened in her past, though?
People who spilled their own family's blood. See, first there was Sheila who killed her
Wait a
cousin in
minute,
car
does that
accident.
mean they're not
And the
eligible
Warren
too?
brothers.
Who'd you kill? Was it Daddy? Your little sis, maybe?
It's none of your business.
No. Right.
This looks like something that actually affects her.
I need your help.
What'd you do, Bella?
You wouldn't understand. No one did. I'll just do what I've always done. I'll deal with it myself.
Oh, God. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
This is some tense family reunion. Oh, that's very fitting. They both disintegrated into water.
Come to say goodbye or thank you?
I've come to settle affairs. It's 10,000. That should cover it. I don't like being in anyone's debt.
So ponying up 10 grand is easier for you than a simple
I
thank
hate
you?
to say it. They may have forgotten, but I haven't. You stole 42k.
You know, Dean, we don't know where this money's been.
No? But I know where it's going. You know I understand why you did it.
Thank
I understand
you.
why you went after the crossroads demon. You know, situation was reversed, I guess I'd have done the same thing.
You literally did do the same thing.
Going away and all that.
Going away.
But you're gonna be okay.
It's a little more than that. How do you know?
You're stronger than me. You are. You are. You'll get over it.
You know what, Dean? Go screw yourself.
What?
I don't want an apology from you. I mean, that's the whole problem in the first place. I don't want you to worry about me, Dean. I want you to worry about you.
I think maybe I'll play craps.
That was going in such a nice direction. I am very, very happy that Dean finally acknowledged that he can understand Sam and that he would do the exact same thing, because that hypocrisy is what annoys me. And I mean, he literally did do the same thing, so you know. Oh, Sam's outburst, that hits, because of course Dean cares that he's dying, but I would assume he's trying his hardest not to think about it, because he has a year left on Earth, or way less than that by now, but he has a few months left. He doesn't want to spend them all constantly thinking about his imminent death. There's a clause in his contract that he can't look for a way out, otherwise Sam will die, so I can understand why he's staying out of it. I think Sam should be free to be able to look into it if he wants, and Dean is not in the right place to be telling him not to do that, because he would so do the same thing. He would not rest until he found a way out for Sam. They kind of do need to be separately dealing with this though, because I don't think Dean talking about how scared he is going to help, because as strong as he is, he's definitely scared. He's got to be. If you're not scared about facing hell for the rest of eternity, then you're mad. But I don't really think talking about that with Sam is going to help anything, because that's just going to make him think about it more, and what you want is to not have to think about it while you're still here living. So I can see why Dean changed the subject so swiftly, because if you continue talking about that, you're just going to think about it more and more, and that's not going to be healthy for him to live out his final months. Sam of course is frustrated because Dean is still thinking about him. While Dean is there facing imminent death, he's still focused on not letting Sam die and thinking that Sam will just get over his death. For some reason, Dean always thinks he's like invaluable to people. He knows that if he lost Sam, he would never be able to move past it, having no family left in the world. So what makes him think that Sam will be able to do it too? He sees Sam as stronger than him. They're both very, very strong people and very strong-minded. I don't think anyone would be able to just get over losing their entire family. He would be all alone in the world. Yes, Sam left and he had a life beforehand. You know, he went off to law school and he was fine on his own, whereas Dean has always been in the family circle. He always was either with John or Sam. He was never really on his own. But just because Sam lived that life once doesn't mean it's the same once all his family is gone. Like, his family was still around. They're a lot closer now than they were back then. He wouldn't be able to just continue on with life, hunting things as normal. It would all constantly be a reminder of Dean and John and Mary, like everyone in his life that he's lost. There's no way either of them would ever be able to get past losing the other. And it hurts that Dean just thinks so little of himself, that he thinks that people would be able to move on from him dying, when time and time again it's been proven that everyone does love him. John sacrificed himself for him because he didn't want to lose his son. And now Sam is faced with the prospect of being the sole Winchester. I guess he's saying it to make himself feel better, because he feels guilty having to leave Sam alone when that's a fate that he's never wanted for himself. It just sucks. It just sucks from everyone's point of view. I really liked this episode though. One of the strongest of season 3 so far. It was good to see Bella back. I really, really like her character. She's a formidable woman. She reminds me a bit of Jo in her dynamic with Dean, where what I always liked about Jo, when are Jo and Ellen coming back? What I always liked about Jo though was that she wouldn't take any of Dean's crap. Like, she always was straight up with him. She was up front, she didn't fall for any of his charms, whereas Bella is kind of the same in that regard. I really like her back and forth with Dean though. I feel like they definitely have some pent-up chemistry there with each other, and if she does come back a third time, there's a chance that could all get released. She's a very interesting character, and I really want to know about her backstory and what happened, because as I said before, I don't think she's an evil person, just out for herself, and something in her past must have made her this way, and clearly something happened with a relative of hers that died because of her. I'm thinking it's not necessarily an intentional death, because that girl killed someone in a car accident, and I'm sure that she didn't try to kill her cousin Brian. So maybe something similar to that happened with Bella, or even if she did kill a family member, maybe she was abused and she's got some really tragic backstory. She looked very struck by it and very vulnerable in that moment, I suppose, once it was brought up. But I'm glad that they ended up working together and she was still, you know, trying to double cross them. That was so in character. The fact that she had a buyer lined up the whole time was incredible. That old lady, Gert, she was very handsy. Like, it was funny, but at the same time it was like, you know, crossing the line. If that was a man doing that to a young woman, or any woman in general, it wouldn't be funny at all. But because it's an old lady and it's Sam, it's like haha. But then she was getting a bit too much. Like, Gert, stop. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to Season 3, Episode 6 of Supernatural. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Supernatural, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for Episode 7.